ونور الأبصار وضيائها وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم اللهم صل على محمد طب القلوب ودوائها وعافية الأبدان وشفائها ونور الأبصار وضيائها وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we begin, I have a housekeeping announcement to be made. Please be informed that there will be a Q&A session. If you have any questions, you may write them at the chat box. We will commence the event now. Everyone may be seated and enjoy the session. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Greetings to Assistant Professor Dr. Muhammad Noor bin Abdul Jalil, Administrative Deputy Dean of Student Development and Community Engagement of KIRKHS, Administrative Staff, AHAS KIRKHS Student Leaders, and all new intakes of Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman, Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome everyone to the introduction of KIRKHS Gombak Project and Green Fingers team. I am Nazratul Huda, Secretary General of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences Student Society, and also the Master of Ceremony for this afternoon. Let us start our event this afternoon with Ummul Furqan Al-Fatiha. Doctor, brothers and sisters, this session aimed to introduce all new intake of AHAS KIRKHS on the Office of Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, and to introduce KIRKHS Gombak Project and Green Fingers team. It is also to achieve the aspiration of spreading the virtue of Rahmatan lil Alamin to all new intake of AHAS KIRKHS. Without further delay, let us resume our session this afternoon with the main agenda. But before that, please be reminded that if you have any question to ask, you may write them in the comment section below. With that, the ceremony gracefully invites Dr. Muhammad Noor bin Abdul Jalil, the Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, KIRKHS, to deliver his speech. Please welcome, Doctor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in wa bishrah lana sudurana wa yassir lana umurana wa hlul 'uqdatan min alsinatina yafqahu qawlana. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna 'ilma walhamdulillahi ala kulli hal. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Sister Chairperson, Sister Nazratul Huda, who is also one of the main board of our main student body, the Kulliyyah-based society, Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences Student Society. Our officer from the Office of the Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, AHAS KIRKHS. We have also student leaders from IRKHSSS. We have also student leaders from all department secretariats, and our new students, the new community members to our big family at AHAS KIRKHS. Once again, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. Welcome to the Kulliyyah. Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman, Dean of Islamic Review Knowledge and Human Sciences. As rightly pointed out by our sister Master of Ceremony just now, this is a session in which we would like to share with our new family members in the Kulliyyah, our new students, on what you can expect to get from the Kulliyyah in terms of the activities that we are preparing, as well as the opportunity that we have started, we have prepared for you in order for you to have a holistic life as students at higher education in our institution. So my presentation today is going to cover this slot for Rahmatan Alamin, in which we will see what we have started, what we have done in order to make ourselves benefited by others, and at the same time we also benefit from Alamin, from the world, how we can bring the message of Islam to the community that are waiting for our services and also for our assistance, and at the same time what we can learn from them as well. Brothers and sisters, let me share the screen. So my focus of presentation this afternoon is going to be on what is known to all of us. Your student leaders, your seniors should have known this project, the Gombak project. Why Gombak project? For local student, I think you know very well. For Malaysian student, you know very well. Our campus is situated in the Gombak district in Selangor. Hence, the name Gombak came to represent of our big agenda at the Kulliyyah. And today, just now, an hour before this session, we also had another important strategic planning in expanding the Gombak project. We have our partner in Indonesia, in Riau to be exact, who are also going to work with us, and we are going to launch, inshallah, the Gombak Riau project, or the GRP, the Gombak Riau project. It is an extension from the Gombak project. But I think today's focus is to share with our new students on what we have in the Kulliyyah, what we have in the surrounding locality in the Kulliyyah, and what we have in the surrounding locality of our campus in Gombak. I guess most of you are now in campus. So inshallah, I think this semester we will have more opportunity to make sure that you are able to engage yourself with the surrounding, not only in campus, but also in the local community. Right, so we would like to welcome our new students, and also for seniors, your seniors are coming back inshallah to campus as well. So we welcome back all returning students to start a new academic semester 2, which will begin inshallah on Monday next week. This is the map of Gombak, brothers and sisters. If you are not from Selangor, or if you are not from Gombak, or even if you are in Gombak, probably the map is new to you. Some of you might not expected that Gombak is as big as what you have seen on the screen. Gombak is not only just in, if you know Gombak, Seri Gombak or Greenwood or the locality surrounding our campus. It is a vast area. If you look at the map that we have shown on the screen, we are bordering even Pahang. Gombak is bordering Pahang. We are bordering as far as Kuala Selangor, Petaling, and Wilayah Pastuan. 4 different districts in Selangor are bordering Gombak. So the area is huge. The locality that we are engaging at the moment is small but important because they are the neighbor of our campus. Well, my presentation will cover the WH question, what, why, and until how. What is a Gombak project? So this Gombak project is our Kulliyyah University Community Engagement Strategic Initiative. These are the projects which are designed to bring our community in the Kulliyyah to engage with the surrounding community effectively. All right. So the project is not just community services, a one-off project, but it is a holistic project which will also involve academic input and also research in our activities. It's not just servicing the community, but also making sure that we are going to fulfill our roles as the students, as the community of higher institution education. Why Gombak project? The answer is obvious, as I have said earlier. Why the name is Gombak project? Because our campus is located in the Gombak district in Selangor, Malaysia, right? So the name is Gombak project. We are now expanding Gombak and Riau. If we have our new student from Indonesia and from Sumatra, you must know where Riau is. So we have our partner, community engagement partner in the University Islam Riau. Inshallah, by the end of this year, we can see some good input from both campuses of both universities. When it started in 2019 in January. We started designing the project, engaging with the community until now. Where is this in the Gombak district? As I have shown to you, Gombak district is a huge district, but our main priority at the moment is at 7 traditional villages. Why these 7 traditional villages? Because these 7 villages are located in Mukim Setapa. And Mukim Setapa is where our campus, our Gombak campus is located. So if you look at the list of the name of the kampong, the villages, some of you, if you are from Gombak, if you are from this area, you must know these are your kampong. If you are not, this is a good introduction to all new students who are not from Gombak or from Selangor. These are the villages surrounding our campus in Gombak. The nearest is Kampung Sungai Pusu. And then we have Kampung Gombak Utara. And then when you go out further, you will meet Kampung Sungai Cincin. Then when you reach at the junction, there is a mosque on the right-hand side. If you are from campus, there is Kampung Simpang 4. The name represents the Simpang, the junction. And then you have Kampung Cangkat, Kampung Tengah, and Kampung Kerdas. Alhamdulillah, we have met them. We have met your village headman several times. Hopefully, semester 2 is going to be the semester that we can really do something physically at the respective villages. How are we going to implement the Gombak project? I think there are various projects have been designed in consultation with various stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? They are mainly the people. We have met their village headmen. We have sought their agreement on what project and programs to be held with them. And 3 focus group discussions have been organized. So we met, we listened from them, and they are telling us what are the most appropriate intervention, initiative, or projects that we can work together with them. I think this is the larger meaning of Rahmatan lil Alamin. We are not only at university benefiting ourselves with the knowledge, but with the knowledge that we have accumulated, sought at campus, we are sharing with the local community. And this local community, to me, are the most deserving community. Why? Because they are living just next door of our Gombak campus. So inshallah, this project, Gombak project, is going to benefit them the most. These are some photos of our meeting with the community leaders. This was our first meeting in 2019. You will see without face mask, obviously, before COVID. We managed to do quite a number of engagement with the kampong people successfully, alhamdulillah. This is the second, which is in 2020. There is a window of without the lockdown. So we brought their village admin to our Kulliyyah to meet them and to discuss our project further. This is the third one. It was last year. You can see former president, vice president of the Kulliyyah-based society, IRKHSSS, Brother Anas and Brother Fakhruddin, were also involved in the discussion, together with our brother Dean and also the village headman and head woman in the discussion. So, well, this is in 2019. We also brought our lecturers to talk to them in order to understand what the community need from us. What do they need? In other words, when we are designing project or intervention or initiative, we are not just thinking among ourselves, but we get input from them, and then we plan the most appropriate intervention activities and initiative for these villages. This is with Ketua Kampung Gombak Utara. Now he is the Ahli Majlis Zone 1, right? The local councillor for Zone 1 in Majlis Perbandaran Selayang. This was our first community engagement project with Kampung Sungai Cincin. It was held in 2019. This was our pilot project. We have tested our module with them, alhamdulillah. With the success of this module with Kampung Sungai Cincin, we go beyond Kampung Sungai Cincin. What we did was, we conducted our ibadah camp for staff for the first time at these villages. As far as I know, as far as I remember, we never had ibadah camp with the local community. But now we brought our staff. This was in 2019, by the way, before COVID, November 2019. These are your lecturers, actually, from Department of Usuluddin and Comparative Religion and Department of Communication, working at Kampung Sungai Cincin for part of the ibadah camp activities with the community. This is Department of Fundamental and Interdisciplinary Studies, FITS, with Kampung Tengah. This is your asatiza, your lecturers, your academics from the Department of Quran and Sunnah. You can see Professor Abu Laith was there, Dr. Sa'aduddin was there, and also Dr. Jamila from Psychology. This is at Kampung Tengah, part of our ibadah camp as well, engaging ourselves with the local community. This was after, if you look at the date, and if you remember when COVID started to be considered as a major health crisis in Malaysia, it was in March 2020, right? And so the meeting was among the very last physical meeting that we are able to conduct physically. That was in February 2020. Then if you can see behind that was the community garden that we started to clean here. We started together with them cleaning the area, and if you can see, that was in November, and you can see after a few months in February, it was a beautiful area becoming a garden. If you go to Kampung Changkat Facebook page, you will see how this garden, community garden, has grown into a beautiful, not only garden, but also benefiting the local community, because they are also planting edible trees for them to consume. And then we brought these community leaders to sign letter of intention to seal our cooperation with them. This is Ketua Kampung Changkat. Anybody from Kampung Changkat, you must know. Tok Rosli, this is Tuan Haji Rosli, the Ketua Kampung. This is Ketua Kampung Sungai, this Gombak Utara, sorry. To share with you other strategic initiative, it is known as the University Flagship Project by members of our Kulliyyah, there are 4 projects which have been regarded as the university flagship project. Number 1 is Impact. It is on mental health. Number 2 is the most in post-materialistic era. Under this flagship project, we have the GSET, which I'm going to share with you as well, because this is very much related to you, young adult student at the university, for you to engage yourself with the community and benefiting them as well. We have a Rahmah project and also Break the Barriers. This is to assist undocumented individuals to give them access to proper education. These are the committees that we have. The committees are all under our office of the Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement. Number 1, we have AHAS KHS Sejahtera Committee. Under Sejahtera Committee, we have the Green Finger team. If you look at the title of our slot today, it is an introduction to Green Fingers. If you look at the name itself, it is very much related to the green environment. Yes, they are all involved in making our green areas in our Kulliyyah building greener and also able to benefit our stay at the Kulliyyah building. If you are interested to join, to know further, to contribute, you can send an email to this team. They have their email address, krkhssejahtera@ium.edu.my. We have also Kulliyyah Entrepreneurship Committee, CAN. Inshallah, we are going to introduce digital entrepreneurship course in semester, inshallah, very soon. And the last one, Kulliyyah Multimedia and Communication. This is very much involved in communicating to the outsiders on what we have done at the Kulliyyah. I'm sharing with you now that some activities by the Kulliyyah Sejahtera Committee. This is a communal spring cleaning. Normally, we are doing it every semester before the beginning of semester. Unfortunately, this time around, it is not suitable because of the pandemic. Inshallah, in semester 1 in September, we are going to have one. Then we have our brisk walking activities among lecturers and also students. We had the last one in January. Inshallah, if the condition permits, we will continue to have our brisk walking session in this month. So these are the Green Fingers activities. If you can see that Hamidun is there, he is the one who is championing the initiative to make our surrounding in our Kulliyyah building greener by planting edible trees. So these are some of the activities managed, led by our academics, our lecturers, and also assisted by Daya Bersih people. These are some effort also by Datuk Hamidun to clean our fish pond. If you are already in our Kulliyyah building, you should know where the fish pond is. Unfortunately, due to heavy rain, and also the area is, most time if it is heavy rain, it will be flooded. Sometimes the condition of the pond is not like what you saw now. This is the Gombak Sejahtera Engagement Team, which I would like all new students to take a look, because they have their social media pages, and see what they have done. And on top of that, come and join them, because this is how you can make out yourself a Rahmatan lil Alamin individual, someone who is not only benefiting from what you have obtained up to this point, able to get education at the university, but at the same time becoming a responsible citizen, and on top of that, a responsible Muslim. You know your role as a Khalifa, as someone who should contribute to other people. We are having a platform for you, new students, for you to engage with the community via this initiative. The GSET, we call it. It is a Gombak Sejahtera engagement team. It is managed by the student leaders, your student leaders, our student leaders at the Kulliyyah, and all initiatives are also conducted by the students. These are some initiatives that they have conducted last semester, last year, Ramadan last year, almost a year from now. If you can see from the poster, the theme was Ramadan. They conducted video competition. You can watch all videos and other products that they have produced in their social media page. This is poster competition, and this is where we launch our positive value campaign in conjunction with Ramadan last year, 1442 Hijri, on 12th of April. That was during the Ramadan Eve. The next day was Ramadan, first Ramadan. Well, this is the QR code, brothers and sisters. You can scan, and we will bring you to the GSET social media platforms. Go and have a look, and I would like to encourage all of you to join them. Tell them that you want to join. Ask them what are other initiatives that they are currently undertaking for you to come and contribute together. I think this is the least you can do, brothers and sisters. If you are unable to contribute bigger in monetary form, for example, because you are still a student, but Allah gave us a good brain, alhamdulillah. That is why we are at the university. So with a good brain, with a healthy body, inshallah, we should be able to contribute something or even a lot to the back to the community via this GSET or Gombak Sejahtera engagement team. Right. What are the benefits for you when you join the initiative that I have been sharing with you? Number one, obviously, when you are at a university, your responsibility is not only to learn new knowledge, to make you more knowledgeable than before, but at the same time at the university, because this is your last phase before you are entering another phase of your life, which is to start with your career and life after formal education. So what you need is not only knowledge that you can get from your classes, from your lecture, from your lecturers in classes, but in a challenging environment that we are now, you are going to graduate, inshallah, in 3.5 years or in 4 years from now. We are not very sure what would be the job market in 4 years' time. So it is good for you at this point of time when you just started your university years, for you not only to focus everything on your classes, i.e. knowledge per se, but you should also think about on how to equip yourself with job enabling skills, with the skills that will make you much better, more competitive than other graduates after your graduation letter. So your involvement with all student activities that we have on the plate for you will inshallah sharpen your leadership skills, will polish your management skill. You know how to manage things. And when we have entrepreneurship courses and activities, you will be equipped with entrepreneurship skills and other soft skills. These soft skills you will get more from co-curricular activities outside classes. So that is why we are encouraging you, brothers and sisters, a new student, to have a good understanding on what life at the university is all about. It is not only about getting a degree, but lack of skills. That is important for life. And on top of that, if you are talking about securing job after graduation, those skills will inshallah make you, as I said earlier, competitive, more competitive than other candidates to get a job. And that will inshallah ensure the success of you in securing the job. And number two, the benefit is you are able to fulfill your duties as a student of higher educational institution. What are the function of us at the university? Our function is to develop our intellectual. Yes, you can get in your classes, inshallah. Social, how you engage, how you make sure that your knowledge is going to be benefited by others. How are you going to share with other people? Right? So your social function must be there. And those activities that I have been sharing with you are, inshallah, will fulfill your social function at the university by making others benefiting from your expertise and knowledge. And the last one, the educational function, right? Inshallah, by getting involved in those activities, you should be able to not only educate others, but we learn from them. This is what we always tell our students when we are getting involved in community engagement. It is a two-way traffic. It is a mutual benefit. Not only we are making them benefit from us, the community, but in most cases, we are going to learn from the community because they have a lot to offer to us to understand life and to get more skills and knowledge as well. And inshallah, after you are getting exposed during your undergraduate years, 3.5 years, or even 4 years, we hope that when you are about to get your scroll during the convocation ceremony, inshallah, I make dua all of you will be able to graduate from this university. You are inshallah becoming a holistic student. What is the holistic? You are someone who is knowledgeable, and at the same time you have skill on how to make sure you are able to benefit other people. And that is what we understood as Rahmatan lil Alamin. All IIUM students, all IIUM community must become an agent of Rahmatan lil Alamin. When people look at you, they know that you are going to bring rahmah to them. When they look at you, they know that you are IIUM student in community. They know that they can learn a lot from you because the value, the knowledge, the skills that you possess, that you acquire during your study years at the university. And inshallah, I think the ultimate aim for all of us, including myself in this world, our conscience is clear, and it is clearly stated in the Quran. We recited almost every day, right? The verse is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina adzaban nar. This is our ultimate aim, brothers and sisters, as a Muslim, which is to gain hasana, goodness in this world as much as we can, and with the goodness, with what we are gaining from this world, it is supposed to make us being a success individual shakhs in the world after or in the hereafter. We want to gain success in both worlds, not only here, but also in the hereafter. Right? So this is the verse from which the term Rahmatan lil Alamin is taken from in Surah Al-Anbiya, verse number 107. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. We make dua that everyone who is listening to this presentation will be able to fulfill this responsibility to become rahmah, to become someone who is benefiting others, so become someone who is able to make other people happy, because you are always bringing good news to them, always lending them your ears or your help to them. This is another important hadith, brothers and sisters, that is good for our
knowledge and also for our practice later on, in line with what I have presented to you, because what I have presented to you is very much the hands-on activities. So the hadith qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, kullu ma'rufin sadaqah. So however small good deeds, however small good contribution that we do, when we started with the intention lillahi ta'ala, obviously that is considered in the eyes of the Almighty, our Creator, as sadaqah. What is sadaqah? Sadaqah is obviously, we don't look the reward for sadaqah in this world, right? Sadaqah is very much the investment for the hereafter. In other words, if you are getting involved in our community engagement project, brothers and sisters, however small your contribution is, the time that you sacrifice to help other people in the community, the time you spend to have a meeting among yourself, among your community members, to think about on how to make other people's life better, if you start with the intention lillahi ta'ala, based on this hadith, brothers and sisters, Allah will consider, will count as your amal saleh, as your sadaqah. In other words, by getting involved in community engagement activities with a clear conscience, we don't have to be rich in order to be rich in the hereafter. We can do a lot of investment in the hereafter by getting involved in our initiative that we are preparing for all of you, especially our new students in this Kulliyyah, right? Yeah, this is the Quranic verse which I have recited to you earlier in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 201, right? The verse, dua for best in both worlds, dua most often recited by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I hope we always recited this dua, make dua that Allah will grant us hasanah, the goodness in our life in this world, and also inshallah that will result a goodness in our life in the hereafter. Right. So yes, my last message to all of you, brothers and sisters, especially our new students, we want you to become to be on board with us. We want you to join all student secretariats. You will have a session inshallah today, if I'm not mistaken, with your department student body, student secretariat. Please come and join them. You can scan the QR code and they will bring you to the initiative that I have been sharing with you. Right? If you have any further inquiries, scan, you will bring to our office. You can send email to me if you have further questions. You can talk with us. We will be inshallah ready to assist you. So I hope I will see you not only in my class if you are attending my Islamic Dawah class, but also in the student activities, which are going to be led by the student body in our Kulliyyah. I wish you, on behalf of the Office of the Student Development, Deputy Dean Student Development and Community Engagement, and also on behalf of the Kulliyyah as a whole, a great ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum to all new students once again. And we wish you all the best, brothers and sisters. And don't forget my message, my advice to you to become active when you are at the university. Active with a clear conscience that you have something to contribute to others, and at the same time you want to learn from others as well. So I think that is all from me to share with you what we have at the Kulliyyah, especially what we are doing at our office in managing the community engagement and also in managing the development of our students to make all of you holistic students. With that, I end my presentation with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hand it back over to our Master of Ceremony. Thank you.
We graciously thank Dr. Muhammad Noor bin Abdul Jalil for his meaningful speech and presentation. Hopefully, all of us will be of high spirit to embark on community engagement project in our Kulliyyah. To all Ahas Karakesh as new intake students, kindly be reminded to fill in the attendance before the session ends. We have reached the final agenda of this event. which is the Q&A session. If you have any question, you may write them in the comment section. Okay. Okay, with that, no question. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Your participation is highly appreciated. Kindly be reminded that IRKHSSS, alongside all 10 secretariats of KIRKHS, will be hosting the Insan Sejahtera slot at 2:30 p.m. You may access the Zoom meeting via the link provided in the KIRKHS Telegram channel. Apart from that, I would like to remind everyone to always keep up with our updates on iMaklum, official Ta'aruf Week website and Telegram channel, AHAS KIRKHS official Telegram channel, and IRKHSS social media. Let us do the best that we can in this year to stay connected with each other. On behalf of the organizing committees, I would like to express our utmost gratitude to all the distinguished guests for making this ceremony a success. Our apologies for any shortcomings that occurred during the event. We hope everyone will stay safe whenever you are. Inshallah, we'll see you when the situation permits in the Kulliyyah. With that, we end this session with Tasbih, Kafarah, and Surah Al-Asr. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.